Gabby Gonzalez is in New Carlisle, where folks already have their shovels out. So, Gabby, they had a lot of extra help today since the kids were home from school.
That's right, guys, and they're going to need that extra help because look at this. We're standing in between just a couple houses. Look how deep the snow goes here. I mean, I'm having to really step through here. New Prairie High School just next to us here. They, of course, closed the school today because of the weather conditions. A lot of folks tell me it takes them adjusting, this first big snowfall of the season, but they're just ready to get back to their winter routine and get everything cleaned up. The flakes fall outside the village shops in New Carlisle. Some people were making their way inside and getting into that holiday spirit.
And we've had people in for several weeks now that are excited and waiting for the first snowfall.
Now much of what customers see displayed throughout the store can be spotted life-sized outside their own windows.
It's like the perfect setting for Christmas in New Carlisle with the Victorian town.
The downtown streets are clear, but the work is just starting for families who spent their mornings shoveling their driveways.
You lose track of time, and all of a sudden it is winter. And so I can't say that it was a pleasant surprise by any stretch of the imagination.
Cars blanketed, trees covered in snow.
We are used to that here. Growing up, I think we used to get about 7 or 8 feet of snow every winter, and it seemed like school never closed.
But schools did close Tuesday, and some kids were out even doing the heavy lifting.
I cleared the stairs, and he did the sidewalks, and he did a path to the shed.
Just a few miles away from this scene, the roads are more of a headache. Crews out clearing the way on State Road 2. To residents, it all just comes with the territory.
New Carlisle, I think, definitely is the snow belt of northwestern St. Joseph County.
And you can see here all of this untouched snow that I'm walking through in this residential area. But on some of the major roadways, the snow on the ground there causing some trouble. So we were asking folks to post some advice for winter driving on Facebook. One man tells me that he's a plow driver for the county. He says, make sure you leave enough room for the plows and don't try to pass them because they're out there, to make sure that the roads are safe enough to drive on. Another woman telling me that it's important to get all of the snow off of your car because when you start driving on those busy streets, it's going to get on other people's cars, and that's never a good thing.
No, and Gabby, we've been keeping track of slippery conditions on the roads all day long. How icy are they right now?
As we were driving into New Carlisle from South Bend, no major issues for us, but this morning, that was a whole different story. I talked to the LaPorte County Police Department. They tell me there were numerous slide-offs, crashes, overturned semis, so that was a big concern for them. The conditions, though, now not as bad. It has gotten colder out here, though, I got to tell you, within the last hour. Definitely a temperature drop here. In St. Joe County, the crashes were not as bad, and same thing that when we were driving on it just about an hour and a half ago, not too bad out there.
Sounds good. And for a girl from South Florida, you've done an admirable job in the snow today.
Thanks. I got my snow boots on. I'm ready.
There you go. And lovely ones they are. Thanks, Gabby.
Thanks.